हेलो फ्रेंड्स, वेलकम टू मनु लॉ क्लासेस। मेरा नाम गौतम दीक्षित है। नाउ टुडे इन दिस वीडियो वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट न्यूज़ फ्रॉम 13 जुलाई 2022. Now friends, I again suggest you that please sit with your copy and pen because many important news have come in today's newspaper which we are going to discuss. Now let's start with the first news which is coming from Sri Lanka. That is, it is the part of Sri Lanka political crisis. ओके इसके बारे में फॉरेन पेज पे भी आया है एंड वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस द श्रीलंका पॉलिटिकल क्राइसिस, इकोनॉमिक क्राइसिस. वी हैव ऑलरेडी डिस्कस्ड इट, बट बाय नाउ ओवर हियर वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस द न्यू डेवलपमेंट. द सेकंड इज वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस अबाउट डिलेज. ओके, डिलेज इन केसेस जिसको हम कह सकते हैं जुडिशियल डिले. ठीक है, दैट केसेस विच आर पेंडिंग इन लोअर कोर्ट्स अक्रॉस द स्टेट्स, उसका एक फिगर आया है एक्सप्लेनर के बारे में. देन वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट्स अबाउट मेडिएशन बिल. हमने कल भी इसके बारे में डिस्कस किया था. आज बहुत ही डिटेल्ड न्यूज़ आया है इसके बारे में. सो वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट्स अबाउट मेडिएशन बिल 2021. एंड देन फ्रॉम साइंस एंड टेक वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस जेम्स वेब टेलीस्कोप. भाई ये वर्ल्ड का मतलब ये सबसे लार्जेस्ट ऑप्टिकल टेलीस्कोप है फॉर इंफ्रारेड ऑब्जर्वेशन एंड इट हैज़ रिप्लेस्ड हबल टेलीस्कोप. आपने नाम सुना भी होगा हबल टेलीस्कोप के बारे में. तो आज हम इसके बारे में हम पढ़ेंगे एंड न्यू फाइंडिंग्स विच हैज़ बीन कैप्चर्ड बाय जेम्स वेब टेलीस्कोप. ओके, सो लेट्स स्टार्ट विद द न्यूज़. द फर्स्ट इज फ्रॉम द श्रीलंका. दैट इज द US हैज़ रिजेक्टेड श्रीलंकन प्रेसिडेंट गोटाबाया राजपक्सा's recent रिक्वेस्ट फॉर वीज़ा. सो जो जो श्रीलंका के प्रेसिडेंट हैं गोटाबाया राजपक्सा, इनके पास 2019 में जो श्रीलंका में इलेक्शन हुआ था उसके पहले इनके पास दो सिटीजनशिप था. वन वाज अमेरिकन सिटीजनशिप एंड द नेक्स्ट वन वाज श्रीलंकन सिटीजनशिप. नाउ in order to contest for the presidential election he has to give up his American citizenship because there is a Sri Lankan law which bars foreign nationals from running for the presidency. Now since he has offered to tender resignation so that a new president can be appointed, a new prime minister can be appointed, that is you can say a national unity government consisting of all party government. Okay, after the resignation of Ranil Wickremesinghe and Gotabaya Rajapaksa. So अब यहाँ पे he went for US visa, but US has rejected the Sri Lankan president's recent request for visa. This incident is followed by if we can say that there was citizens furor on his office and at his home. So currently if you will just see that the wave of protesters, they stormed presidential secretariat and president's residence in Colombo because of the dramatic escalation of protest which demands that resignation of Mr. Gotabaya. Now पहले ही हम जानते हैं कि महिंदा राजपक्सा who was the prime minister of Sri Lanka, he had resigned already. In his place Ranil Wickremesinghe was appointed. Okay, now both of them have again resigned and now there will be a new government, new appointment of new president who will appoint new prime minister, and once the president appoints the prime minister, that has to be confirmed by the legislature of Sri Lanka. Now why this is necessary ये आपको समझना पड़ेगा. देखिए IMF का बेल आउट पैकेज जो है जो श्रीलंका को मिलने वाला है, ये फॉरेन पेज का न्यूज़ है जो मैं आपको यहीं पे करा रहा हूँ. तो जो IMF का बेल आउट पैकेज तब तक नहीं बनेगा जब तक पॉलिटिकल स्टेबिलिटी नहीं हो जाती कि IMF पैसा देगा किसको, किस गवर्नमेंट को देगा. तो देयर नीड्स टू हैव अ पॉलिटिकल स्टेबिलिटी इन श्रीलंका, देयर नीड्स टू हैव अ प्रेसिडेंट, अ प्राइम मिनिस्टर, अ फंक्शनल गवर्नमेंट इन श्रीलंका so that IMF can provide bailout package. So this IMF bailout package is getting delayed. That is the first thing. सेकेंड थिंग कि भाई IMF से पैसा आया नहीं तो कहाँ से अब हेल्प मिल रहा है. सो इट इज़ इंडिया एंड चाइना. So currently Sri Lanka is depending upon the help which is coming from India and China. India has already helped about $3.5 billion package. India ने help किया है श्रीलंका को. The next is about inflation. So here we are talking about consumer price inflation. So friends, there are two types of inflation which we study in our न्यूज़। एक होता है कंज्यूमर प्राइस इन्फ्लेशन, जिसको रिलीज करता है नेशनल स्टैटिस्टिकल ऑफिस। दिस इज द बॉडी विच इज अंडर द मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ स्टैटिस्टिक्स एंड प्रोग्राम इम्प्लीमेंटेशन। द नेक्स्ट इज होलसेल प्राइस इंडेक्स, जिसको हम WPI कहते हैं। दिस इज रिलीज्ड बाय इकोनॉमिक एडवाइजर अंडर द यूनियन मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ कॉमर्स एंड इंडस्ट्री। यहाँ पे जो RBI का मॉनेटरी पॉलिसी होता है, इट इज़ बेस्ड ऑन कंज्यूमर प्राइस इंडेक्स, इट इज़ नॉट बेस्ड ऑन होलसेल प्राइस इंडेक्स। ये ध्यान में रखने की जरूरत बात है। अब हम आते हैं कंज्यूमर प्राइस इन्फ्लेशन। तो RBI का एक रेंज है, उस रेंज से अगर इन्फ्लेशन ज़्यादा होता है तो RBI के लिए ये थोड़ा सा सिग्नल होता है कि दैट हैज़ टू टाइटन द मॉनेटरी पॉलिसी। दैट रेंज इज that tolerance limit is 2% to 6%. Actually, the inflation target which is given to the RBI Monetary Policy Committee is 4% plus minus 2%. That is 2% to 6%. अगर 6% के ऊपर चले जाता है inflation, then it becomes like a bad scenario for Indian economy, I will say. So यहाँ पे जो इंडिया का जो रिटेल इन्फ्लेशन है, it is currently 7.01% in June. ये पिछले महीने का डेटा आ रहा है। इन जून द इन्फ्लेशन इज 7.01%, और जो मई में जो इन्फ्लेशन था इट वाज 7.04%. सो इफ यू विल जस्ट सी दैट दिस प्राइस, दिस कंज्यूमर प्राइस इंडेक्स, इट इज अबव द टॉलरेंस लिमिट ऑफ 6% ऑफ RBI फॉर द लास्ट 6 मंथ। उसमें अगर हम रूरल इन्फ्लेशन देखेंगे तो रूरल इन्फ्लेशन इज हायर देन द अर्बन इन्फ्लेशन। रूरल इन्फ्लेशन इज अबाउट 7.09%, अर्बन इन्फ्लेशन इज अबाउट 6.92%. देन कमिंग टू फूड प्राइस इन्फ्लेशन, so food price inflation, it is still very high, that is 7.775%, but it is below 7.97%. okay, but अगर हम अर्बन एरिया की बात करें तो अर्बन एरिया में still the food price inflation is 8.04%. now this high food price inflation is because of higher cost for cereals and vegetables like tomatoes. then there are high cost for milk, meat, clothing, footwear and services. तो जो प्राइस जो है इन सेक्टर्स में बढ़ा है, इन स्पेशली इन अर्बन एरिया। ओके, उसके बाद दिस प्राइस इंक्रीज इन दिस सेक्टर हैज़ नलिफाइड द स्लो डाउन और लोअरिंग ऑफ प्राइसेस इन एडिबल ऑयल्स एंड फ्यूल। द नेक्स्ट इज दिस इज द इमेज कैप्चर्ड बाय जेम्स वेब टेलीस्कोप। तो ना ये जो इमेज आप देख रहे हैं विच इज़ लुकिंग लाइक अ माउंटेन, इट इज़ एक्चुअली मर्जर ऑफ 2 stars and a formation of a young star. So if you will just see, it is the edge of a nearby young star forming region, okay, in Carina Nebula. ठीक है, तो रीजन का नाम है NGC 3324 एंड इट इज इन विच नेबुला? कैरिना नेबुला। नेबुला का मतलब होता है लार्ज गैशियस क्लाउड। नाउ इट हैज़ बीन कैप्चर्ड बाय जेम्स वेब स्पेस टेलीस्कोप, okay, and these images, they are called as cosmic cliff. So it is the region, it is the edge of a gigantic gaseous cavity, okay, and it is roughly 7600 light years away, right? So light years के बारे में मैं बता देता हूँ। light years क्या होता है? So light years मतलब it is a measure of distance, okay, it is not a measure of time, it is a measure of distance. तो एक साल में लाइट कितना ट्रैवल करता है उस बेसिस पे हम लाइट ईयर्स काउंट करते हैं। द स्पीड ऑफ लाइट इज टेकन एज 3 × 10⁸ मीटर पर सेकेंड। द नेक्स्ट इज मिनिस्ट्री टेक्स अप ट्रांसजेंडर पायलट्स केस। तो यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा एक मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ सोशल जस्टिस, Union Social Justice and Empowerment Ministry, it has written a letter to the Director General of Civil Aviation for denying a commercial pilot license to a transgender candidate. The name of the transgender candidate is Adam Harry. So if you will just see this ministry, so it is a nodal ministry for the implementation of policies related to transgender people, and it has suggested that DGCA officials needs to be sensitized and training must be conducted so that they are sensitized with the rights of transgender people. Along with that, the Union Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment, it has given a detailed steps to be taken by DGCA in future. The first is creating special provisions for transgender people So it includes that providing option for male, female and transgender. मतलब जब gender का जब column होता है, that should not be binary, that is male and female. It should include third category, that is transgender. Okay, and then there should need to be put up a guideline for licensing the transgender persons who are applying for pilot licenses. Then it says that the committee which drafts the guidelines for issuing of license to transgender person, it should have the representation from transgender community and medical experts who have worked with transgender person. And then the ministry has also asked the DGCA to develop medical standards, especially when transgender persons they are undergoing a gender affirming medical intervention. The next is about Twitter IT rules. Okay, so here we are talking about two things. One is IT Act 2000 and IT Guidelines Rules 2021. Now over here, if you will just see that there is one section 69A of the IT Act which says that whenever the government wants to ban any online content, okay, so first it must call for hearing or it should hear the author who has created that content. Okay, तो जैसे कि मान लीजिए कि if government is ordering any social media intermediary like Twitter to take down this URL or to remove this content from its website or from its platform, so first it should give a hearing to social media intermediaries like Twitter as well as the author of that content, okay, before ordering that. Now here if you will just see that between February 2021 and 2022, Twitter has been issued direction to block about 1474 accounts and 175 tweets in India. Okay, and also the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, it gave June as a date to the Twitter to a final opportunity to comply with the directions of the ministry. Now much of this content which has been asked by the ministry to be taken down, they are related with journalistic or they are of political nature or political dissent. For example, tweets by farmers and others during the agitation when farmers were agitating against the farm law. Fine. Now there is one section 69A of the IT Act. Okay, so when this Shreya Singhal versus Union of India case was going on, then section 66A was declared ultra vires of the constitution, but section 69A was upheld. Supreme Court upheld this section because it gives direction to government that before ordering the content to be taken out, there must be a hearing of the author who has created that content. So if you will just see the section 69 of the IT Act, it empowers the government to restrict access to online content which is in the interest of sovereignty and integrity, security of the state, friendly relations with foreign states, or for public order. But here the article is saying that the Union government has issued the order to Twitter in public order and national security, but in a blanket manner. Then there is one more guideline, that is Information Technology Intermediary Guidelines and Digital Media Ethics Code Rules 2021, which along with IT Act 2000, so it brings about obligations of accountability. Means it says to social media companies to appoint a nodal officer in India, to appoint a grievance officers in India who can deal with the grievances raised by the users who have been offended by any content, etc. The next is about Wimbledon. So friends, there is one term in sports, that is Grand Slams. These are 4 tennis tournaments held over a year. So the 4 tennis tournaments which comes are Australia, means Australian Open, US Open, French Open and Wimbledon, okay, which is held in UK. So यहाँ पे Wimbledon में we have 2 important winners. Men's singles, it has been won by Novak Djokovic. Okay, इट वॉज हिज 7th विम्बल्डन ग्रैंड स्लैम, मतलब विम्बल्डन टाइटल जो है he has won for the 7th time and 4th time in a row, and this is his 21st Grand Slam, 21st Grand Slam टाइटल। ठीक है। नाउ यहाँ पे अगर हम देखेंगे कि ऑस्ट्रेलियन ओपन में नोवाक जोकोविक ही डिडंट पार्टिसिपेटेड because of COVID protocols। ओके, द नेक्स्ट इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट इज दैट द 22 ग्रैंड स्लैम टाइटल, सबसे ज़्यादा मैन सिंगल्स टाइटल सबसे ज़्यादा किसके पास है 20 ग्रैंड स्लैम में, देन ही इज राफेल नडाल। ओके, so if we see the men singles, so we see that from past few years it is dominated by mainly 3 players. One is Novak Djokovic himself, second is Rafael Nadal, and then we have Roger Federer। okay, Roger Federer। now coming to the women singles, so women singles की कहानी दूसरी है। women singles में क्या चल रहा है कि if we just see in women single for the 5th straight time we see a newcomer। ओके, मतलब हु इज न्यू कमर का मतलब यहाँ पे कि ब्रेक थ्रू। ओके, वी सी दैट वुमेन फ्रॉम लास्ट 5 टाइम्स वुमेन हु हैव नॉट वन एनी ग्रैंड स्लैम बिफोर, दे आर विनिंग द ग्रैंड स्लैम विच इज कॉल्ड एज ब्रेक थ्रू, फर्स्ट टाइम ग्रैंड स्लैम विनर। तो जो विम्बल्डन की जो वुमेन सिंगल्स जो जीती हैं शी इज़ एलेना रयाबिकाना। So we have seen that it is the 5th first time women single title winner। so she is 23 years old, okay, and she has already won Tunisia's Ons Jabeur, and this is for the first time that a first Arab and African woman has won a Grand Slam trophy। About Rybakina, there was one thing which was going on earlier, that All England club, it was banning the players from Russia and Belarus because of Russia-Ukraine crisis। but if we see the Rybakina, she was born and raised in Russia, and she switched to Kazakhstan 4 years ago, and while playing, okay, she has demonstrated a remarkable mental fortitude while winning the Grand Slam। now over here we are coming to a title related to judiciary, a new judicial device for complete justice। okay, तो यहाँ पे एक्चुअली द ऑथर जो है, मैं पहले कंक्लूजन आपको बता देता हूँ तो आपको ये आर्टिकल ज़्यादा अच्छे से समझ में आएगा। द ऑथर इज एक्चुअली सेइंग दैट there is a need to treat political prisoners and dissenters facing multiple FIRs and undergoing long incarceration as a class। ठीक है ना, तो ट्रीटिंग द पॉलिटिकल प्रिजनर्स जो डिसेंट करते हैं या गवर्नमेंट के अगेंस्ट लिखते हैं टू बी रिगार्डेड एज अ सेपरेट क्लास, एंड द आर्टिकल सेज दैट सुप्रीम कोर्ट शुड यूज आर्टिकल 142। okay, where this article empowers the Supreme Court of India to pass orders for doing complete justice in any cause or matter pending before it। okay, so this is the main theme of the article। so over here it goes on, it starts with Mohammad Zubair, who is the co-founder of Alt News, who continues to be in prison despite the Supreme Court order granting him interim bail। now why he is in still jail? because now he is in remand in another case by Delhi police। now he has been given bail in an order related to a case which challenged the Allahabad High Court judgment which refused to quash the first information report against him। now the charges put up against Mr. Zubair is section 295A under IPC, which relates to outraging religious feelings by insulting religion or religious beliefs, and later one more section was added, that is section 153A of IPC for promoting religious enmity। now कोर्ट के सामने 2 चीज़ें रखी गई। पहला तो ये कि दैट देयर इज़ नो प्राइमा फेसी केस अगेंस्ट मिस्टर जुबैर एंड द केस इज इटसेल्फ अ डिवाइस टू क्रश द डिसेंट। ओके, और उसके बाद इफ यू विल जस्ट सी द कोर्ट इट एक्सेप्टेड द कंटेंशन। ओके, तभी तो उनको बेल मिला, बट द कोर्ट हैज सेड दैट द ऑर्डर वाज विद रिस्पेक्ट टू ओनली द केस रजिस्टर्ड इन उत्तर प्रदेश। तो दिल्ली में जो केस चल रहा है उससे रिलेटेड सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने अभी तक कुछ बोला नहीं है। Now there are certain articles which make Supreme Court as the world's most powerful court. So first is Article 32 of the Constitution, which provides for the issuing of writs for the protection of fundamental rights by the Supreme Court. Then Supreme Court has a original jurisdiction under Article 131 of the Constitution, and it also has a wide appellate power under Article 132, 133, 134 and 136. And then we have Article 142, which empowers the Supreme Court to do complete justice in any matter. The next is creating more jobs or revamping the employment policy. So here we are going to discuss about the jobs, quality of jobs, etc., which is required. So if you will just see, the government of India, it has recently announced its plan to create 10 lakh government jobs in next 18 months. ठीक है, इसमें से जो 40 लाख सैंक्शन पोस्ट हैं, ओके, नाउ इसमें से अगर हम देखेंगे तो 22% पोस्ट आर वैकेंट एंड द गवर्नमेंट विल फिल दिस पोजीशन इन 18 मंथ्स. तो यहाँ पे जो फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन विच इज़ बीइंग रेज्ड इज दैट इफ यू विल जस्ट सी द सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट, then there are 8.72 lakh positions which are vacant in various departments of central government. उसके बाद अगर हम अदर सेक्टर्स ले लेते हैं लाइक पब्लिक सेक्टर बैंक्स, डिफेंस फोर्सेस, पुलिस, हेल्थ सेक्टर, सेंट्रल स्कूल्स, सेंट्रल यूनिवर्सिटीज़, जुडिशरी, सो द टोटल वैकेंसी इज 30 lakh पोस्ट. इसका मतलब कि दैट देयर इज serious shortage of staff and how which may cause long delays in their work, corruption or maybe efficiency. The second is quality of job. Okay, so the major concern is quality of employment. Now if you will just see in government's employment also, the share of contract workers in total government employment, it is increasing rapidly in recent years from 11.11 lakh in 2017 to 13.25 lakh in 2020, and then in 2021 it is 24.31 lakh. Then there are other type of workers which is called as honorary workers, which are आंगनवाड़ी workers, then आशा workers, full form of आशा देखो यहाँ पे दिया है, accredited social health activist workers. So these employees of the government, they earn very low salary. Okay, they do not have decent work conditions as defined by International Labour Organization, and they have a minimum package of social security. The next is that the quantum of job that has been announced like 40 lakh, it is not enough. Why it is not enough? So that is written in this paragraph that in India the total labor force in the country stands at 437.2 million. Okay, that is first thing. The second, at a labor force participation rate of 42.313%, that is the data given by Center for Monitoring Indian Economy. Okay, the unemployment rate of the youth is about 20% at present. Okay, now there is already a backlog of 30 million unemployed people and an annual addition of 50 lakh to 70 lakh workers every year. Fine, so this is like that we need more jobs in India as देखेंगे कि 50 to 70 lakh वर्कर्स एवरी ईयर ज्वाइन कर रहे हैं, 30 मिलियन का बैकलॉग है. ओके, सो वी नीड टू जनरेट मोर जॉब्स. और अगर हम यहाँ पे देखेंगे प्राइवेट सेक्टर, सो दे आर स्ट्रगलिंग फ्रॉम कोविड-19 इफेक्ट्स. तो अगर हम देखेंगे कि जो प्राइवेट फाइनल कंजम्पशन एक्सपेंडिचर है, ठीक है, इट इज हैज नॉट क्रॉस द प्री पैंडमिक लेवल एंड द परफॉर्मेंस ऑफ प्राइवेट सेक्टर इज स्टिल below the required so that they can generate enough employment. So it is now the responsibility of government to ensure that major jobs are created. The next is that along with the job there is a need to focus on basic needs, okay, such as health and nutrition related to women and children, then education, literacy and skills, then holistic care of children in early childhood, and drinking water and sanitation and other basic infrastructure. The next is now coming to the next important point, that is focus on MSME. Now why focus on MSME? We have already done this thing before also, that MSME, they are the largest generator of employment after agriculture, and they require more better technology so that they can perform better. They need finances, that is working capital, and they can push the cluster development for industries that have the potential to generate more job. The next is focus on urban economy. So there needs to be a renewed focus on urban employment. Okay, there needs to be an urban employment guarantee program to create ample urban employment avenues for urban youth. The next is the urban program should include basic urban services, okay, where the youth, they will get special training so that they can be absorbed in the mainstream economy. The next is mediation bill not getting the act together. So here the Parliamentary Standing Committee on Law and Justice, it has recommended substantial changes on the mediation bill. ठीक है, सो यहाँ पे जो एक इम्पॉर्टेंट चीज़ है जो पैनल बोल रही है, दैट इज़ नॉट मेकिंग प्री लिटिगेशन mediation compulsory in India. Okay, now if you will just see the draft mediation bill 2021, okay, which has been which is going to be kept in the parliament. Okay, so यहाँ पे दो इम्पॉर्टेंट चीज़ें हैं, कुछ इम्पॉर्टेंट चीज़ें ऐसी हैं जहाँ पे थोड़ा सा डेविएट करता है, ठीक है। तो पर हम यहाँ पे इसको गुड, बैड और सैड में देखेंगे। तो इसमें गुड क्या है? द फर्स्ट, दैट द बिल इट एक्नॉलेजेस द इम्पोर्टेंस ऑफ इंस्टीट्यूट्स टू ट्रेन मेडिएटर्स एंड सर्विस प्रोवाइडर्स टू प्रोवाइड स्ट्रक्चर्ड मेडिएशन अंडर देयर रूल्स. Okay, it provides for pre-litigation mediation. The second is that parties, they are required to have at least one substantive session with the mediator where the process is explained to them. Thereafter they are free to continue or terminate the mediation. मतलब कि after listening to the mediation process, they are free whether they want to continue to with mediation or they want to go for litigation. Okay, the next is the bill it defines mediation, okay, and then it widely includes the letter. ठीक है, तो दैट मेडिएशन और कंसिलिएशन जो एक टर्म नहीं है, दे बोथ आर डिफरेंट. Then it also recognizes online dispute resolution. Then it also provides for enforcement of commercial settlements reached through international mediation between both parties of different countries. This is as per the Singapore Convention on Mediation. The next is the convention. It assures that the disputants, that their mediation settlements will be enforced without much difficulty across the world, unlike the fresh headaches that the legislative decree has. The next is the bill intends to make India a hub for international mediation in commercial dispute field. Okay, but here if you will just see that the bill में थोड़ा सा एक प्रॉब्लम है, वो क्या है? that it unwisely treats international mediation when conducted in India as a domestic mediation. ठीक है, अगर इंडिया में कोई मेडिएशन हो रहा है, ठीक है ना, तो उसको वो डोमेस्टिक मेडिएशन मांगेंगे, अगर वो इंटरनेशनल मेडिएशन है तो भी. Fine. Now the settlement under the letter, that is under the domestic mediation, it is given the status of judgment or decree of a court. ठीक, मतलब अगर आप मेडिएशन इंडिया में करते हैं तो उसको डोमेस्टिक मेडिएशन मान लिया जाएगा एंड इट विल बी कंसिडर्ड एज द जजमेंट और डिक्री ऑफ अ कोर्ट. Now if both are the Indian parties, then it is good, but if one of them is foreign party, then it is not good, because the Singapore Convention does not apply to settlements which already have the status of a judgment or decree. The next is governing mechanism. So there is one council which has 3 members. So it has a retired senior judge, a person with experience of alternative dispute resolution law, and an academic who has taught ADR. And it is a body which will regulate, certifies, accredits, plans, governs, and it doesn't have a single mediator. This is the problem कि यहाँ पे इस बॉडी में कोई एक मेडिएटर नहीं है. The next is again police has seized 75 kg of heroin in Mundra. ये पहले भी हो चुका है, ये अभी तो 75 kg सीज किया गया है, ठीक है, at Mundra port in Kutch district. But earlier in September 2021, the Department of Revenue Intelligence, it has seized about 3 tons of heroin worth rupees 21,000 crore which was shipped from Bandar Abbas port. अब यहाँ पे अगर हम देखेंगे तो अब हम आते हैं इन पैराग्राफ पे. So if you will just see that drug peddlers and smuggling mafias have turned to transporting drugs via containers, and they have made the ports in Gujarat a playground for smuggling. First thing. Second is Gujarat's ports and porous sea coast, they are becoming as a transit center to smuggle these drugs into the country. अब प्रॉब्लम यहाँ पे क्या है, ये इसको हम क्या कहते हैं, नार्को टेररिज्म. नार्को टेररिज्म का मतलब जो मनी जनरेट किया जाएगा फ्रॉम ड्रग्स, सेलिंग ऑफ ड्रग्स, दैट कैन बी यूज्ड टू फंड टेरर एक्टिविटीज. The next is center has no new data on child labor. So if you will just see over here that the center does not have a data for child labor. There was National Child Labor Project which was launched, but it was merged with Samagra Shiksha Abhiyan in 2016, and since it has been merged in 2016, the ministry does not have a record of child labor. The last available record is from 2011 census, which says that there is about 10 lakh child laborers in India. The next is Serum Institute of India. It has been granted approval to launch its indigenously developed vaccine to prevent cervical cancer in women. So the name of it is India's first indigenously developed quadrivalent human papillomavirus vaccine against cervical cancer. Now, what is the importance of cervical cancer? Cervical cancer in India ranks as the second most frequent cancer among women between 15 and 44 years of age. The next is India-Brazil navies may collaborate soon. So over here we are talking about the Scorpion submarines, which is manufactured by a French company DNS. So यहाँ पे हम देखेंगे कि इंडिया और ब्राज़ील दोनों के पास फ्रेंच स्कॉर्पियन मरीन्स है, एंड दे आर एक्सप्लोरिंग द ऑप्शंस फॉर कोलैबोरेटिंग towards maintenance of diesel electric submarines. So if you will just see over here, then India it has inducted 4 of 6 Scorpion submarine class submarines. Okay, और 4 तो इंडक्ट हो चुके हैं, 5वां का सी ट्रायल्स चल रहा है. The next is NASA telescope dives deep into the universe. तो जो हम फर्स्ट पेज पे कर रहे थे about James Webb telescope, we are going to do the same. So here the James Webb telescope, it is the largest optical telescope which has replaced the Hubble telescope, and is the most powerful orbital observatory ever launched. It was launched on December 25th, 2021. Okay, and it is nearly 1 million miles away from the Earth. So it has released a photo of a distant galaxy cluster, that is SMACS U0723, and then it has released 2 enormous clouds of gas and dust blasted into space by explosion of galaxies to form new stars. So this new stars has been formed by the explosion of 2 galaxies, that is Carina Nebula and the Southern Ring Nebula, which are thousands of light years away from the Earth. Then it has also given the fresh image of another galaxy cluster, which is called as Stephan's Quintet, which was first discovered in 1877. The next is industrial output in India measured by index of industrial production from economy. So if you will just see that India's industrial output has grew by 19.6% in May, which is fastest in last 12 months, and the overall production has risen by 2.3%. Now if you will just see the index of industrial production, it is released by again National Statistics Office, and it gives the volume of industrial production in India. The next is a report by United Nations Development Program called Addressing the Cost of Living Crisis in Developing Countries, which says that soaring food and energy prices can push up to 71 million people around the world into poverty. Okay, but chances of those who are earning $1.9 a day. Now see, $1.9 a day, it is the global poverty level given by World Bank. It is a global poverty level, global poverty line. Okay, it has been given by World Bank. So chances of those who are earning $1.9 or more and slipping into poverty is almost zero in India. So friends, that's all for today. We will meet again tomorrow with the daily Hindu analysis. Till then, have a nice day. Take care. Thank you.